Where do I get my creativity from? Well, it's a lot of things, really. So, when it comes to running my channel, there's a few elements that really go into how I put together not just a collection for the channel that I do, but also I'm really expressive. I'm really good with words. Just trying to visualize everything, and when I can visualize it and whenever I can make it. When you put things together like that, though, just you'd be surprised how easy expressing creative freedom can be. Now, I'll give you a prime example of what I'm talking about. For those who actually have been following my channel, and also follow my sub channel as well, Juggalo972 Plays. I basically just do playthroughs of video games that I play, my favorite video games. And one of the things that I loved to do whenever I put stuff together like that, whenever I'm trying to promote my next playthrough, the one thing I like to do is I like to create trailers, to kind of hype up, because if you see me hype up like a collection and whatnot, like what I did for my Best of Twiztid collection, one thing that I did was I created a trailer for it. I did the same thing for my Hallowicked collection. I did the same thing for uploading Dark Lotus, Black Rain. Just little things like that, though. So, I'll give you a prime example of what I'm talking about. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. Okay, as you can tell, this is actually from my game channel, Juggalo972 Plays. And what you're looking at is my trailer of Juggalo972 Plays Chrono Trigger. Now, I'm going to walk you through this whole process of how I, kind of created all this. And it kind of goes, with the things that I do whenever I kind of hype up stuff on this channel too. Now, I prefer to think of it as, when you hype something up, even if it's just music, there's a certain, visual aid that really goes with it though. Like with this, being, more anime, like what Toei Animation did with this. The thing that I loved about, just doing this was just trying to create, an emotional connection to it though. Because, us juggalos, have an emotional connection to the music. It's not the fact that, we just level with it, though, but, there's a certain thing that really touches us whenever we listen to music that we really like. Well, when it comes to playing video games that I really like, though, I try to find anything that I can to kind of, build a connection, with not just, just the fans itself, though, but, that the times that you have, playing it, the reason why you really, really enjoy it. So, whenever you put things together like that, though, you really want to touch on, what made this great to you, For instance, I'll tell you this right now, Chrono Trigger, personally, is just one of those games I just could never, ever get enough of. And I'm a huge fan of Japanese RPGs, and just like with music, and, just like the way this trailer ends, there's a feel-good feeling that comes out of it. The feel-good feeling that comes out of it. And one thing you'll also notice with this, especially in the end of this trailer, is I've got a little credit scene kind of coming up, too. Now, in the credit scene, you'll see a little what is it, in the credits? I put down, the name of the music, the artist as well. As with the, with my collections, it's a little bit different, though, because you already know who it is. But you hype up, what it's about. Like what I did with my Twiztid collection, I put down, I've got 91 tracks of, this and this. Right here I put a little message saying that I'm really looking forward to doing, so and so. But yeah, that's just one of the main things that really, really reaches my creativity. When you want to do something that you love to do, you really want to blow it up to be something special. In this case, the thing I like to do is, at first, when I first started doing YouTube, was just creating collections to bring people together. To me, that was real. That's what separated me from every other Juggalo YouTuber out there. I mean, I kind of evolved in, from just, you know, being this mysterious person, because like when I first started, I had no pictures of myself whatsoever. The first few years I was on YouTube, I really had no pictures of myself, even on my channel. I mean, you may have seen a picture of me, you know, every now and then at the very end of a video or something like that, though. And then when I started really connecting with everybody, I started really chatting up, you know, in the middle of the threads. I started, you know, just opening up just a little bit more, you know, to everybody, you know, that subscribed, though, because I really didn't know just how much, you know, a best of collection really brought to people. You know, it really started, you know, with my Blaze collection, my Rydas collection. Of course, you know, I just post up, you know, originally from that, though, I would also do rare Psychopathic uploads too. But, and then, you know, little by little, you know, you can only do so many collections, you know, because after a while, it gets a little, you know, when you get the cream of the crop, it's almost like, okay, you know, what else is there left? I mean, of course there's plenty that's going to be left over. However, you know, if it's, when you put it together, I don't even know where I'm going with this, though, but, you know, it does get a little bit stale. And then that's how I moved on to, you know, doing digital remasters. And when I got that idea, I said, you know, there's really no visual aid really to be needed, you know, for something like that, though, you know, because the proof is in the quality of the audio that you hear. And, you know, it's almost like, you know, it's reinvigorated my channel just a little bit, though, and I think I may have oversaturated it just, you know, a little bit as well. So, you know, that's, you know, like, just like how I do it with my best of collections, I try to take, you know, little small hiatuses in between, you know, for everybody to really grasp it in, you know. And I think that's one of the reasons why this channel, you know, Juggalo972, or myself, you know, I consider it, you know, maybe a moderate success, you know. And like I said, I never do any of this for money. I mean, I get paid, you know, by having ads on my channel, though, and I allow it, you know. But you know, especially, you know, for original content like this, though, you know, because it's, you know, I've got a responsibility to my subscribers to always give them a little bit more than just what they want to hear. It's like, you know, how did you do this? You know, how did you do, like, what's your process? And this is why I made this video, though, because I wanted everybody to know that, you know, the creative process, you know, for Juggalo972 in general is not just, you know, hey, you know, chop, put it together. You know, I put a little bit of my own, you know, a little bit of myself, you know, into that, though, because if I was, you know, producing or mixing all this together, this is what I would do to try to, you know, link it all together. And besides, I think everybody out there, you know, who were burning CDs together, you know, always had like just a plethora of just, you know, mixes together. And I think they also wanted, you know, to, I don't even know what I'm saying. I think they also wanted to kind of be their own mix master as well. I mean, at this point I'm just rambling on. But that's just, you know, a prime example of just some of my creative processes, though. But yeah, I mean, a lot of this is just, you know, a different Juggalo972 plays. It's not just me having fun, though, but this is just, you know, another extension of my creativity, which I have a blast doing. Just like I do with Juggalo972, you know, with the music remasters. I like to think, you know, that I'm flexible in doing other things as well. And I really encourage everybody out there, if you're creative, find your outlet, because that's the only way any last one of us can really feel. I don't even know how to say it, though. That's how we all can really flex ourselves to just not being limited to something else, to think that you're not talented. Because let's face it, every last one of us has a talent that we love. We're good at something, and there's plenty of us that we're not. There's plenty of things that we're not good at. But yeah, this is Juggalo972's creativity to Juggalo972 and Juggalo972 plays. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope this was really insightful. You know, I want to get into more just doing something like this as well. Right now the remasters are kind of on hold at the moment. I've got some ideas, but at the moment right now I'm still letting this all sink in for y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it on a high note. Thank you all for your love. I've actually I've got over 9,000 subscribers right now, though, and you know, I didn't even realize that until I looked right now because I've been so busy with work. You know, I've kind of, my mind's been elsewhere. Plus the holidays are here too. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end on a high note. Thank y'all very much. Much love, peace, be good to each other, and God bless.